Welcome back. It's Friday the 9th of July, about 6:30 in the evening after work, and we're going to get back on the Shaggin wagon. We'll go over some of the stuff that's been done today during the day on it. Then we'll also go over what we're going to do tonight. And last night when Joey and Chris were here, I ended up not finishing up the tail end of the video. Got a little sidetracked with having company. It's kind of nice having people to come by when you're working late at night. But quickly, excuse me, today we had a 68 Firebird come in for some AC troubleshoot, and a little 55 for some AC troubleshoot. The customers are just now showing up to pick up the Firebird. It was pretty simple once we diagnosed this. Excuse me, once we diagnosed the issue. So I'll get back with it in a little bit, but it was just a simple, somebody had the wires off, changing out a battery and just got some stuff hooked up wrong. But you have to make sure that it's not an ECU or a switch or a fuse or whatever. So there's several items that we double checked just to make sure, and then it boiled down to just being some wrong wires. So anyway, there goes the Firebird. I had to stop and, you know, take care of the customer a little bit. This 55, we'll take a quick look at it. It's an older car, just a really nice driver. Needs a little TLC here and there, but it came in for AC issue, diagnosing some, the AC's quit working. I believe maybe the compressor's going bad, or the AC clutch is starting to go bad. That's what it seems like. So we'll jump back on this on Monday morning, finish it up. But as far as what we got done last night and today, last night, as we talked about, Joey and Chris came over with 6 nails in Joey's 56. So we got a little bit done. I realized I had the wrong fitting on the crankcase vent breather. Had -8 fittings it came with, and I ordered my hose for -10, so I got to get new ones of those. But we did do that. I got the hose made up, and then I also finished up the steam lines. We all went and ate dinner last night together and talked about this, that, and the other. But today, during the day, one of the things that Brandon got done, and yesterday during the day, I wasn't able to show all of it, is you'll notice all the turbo stuff's back on. The DEI wrap, the extra wrap came in, so we got all the wrap on it. Nice. The silver stuff here on the firewall is the DEI heat barrier. They offer several different forms of that. On the streetcar stuff, I like this one here. It's adhesive back. It's 3/16 thick. Got the aluminum barrier. So Brandon got that on the firewall, on the floor pans above the exhaust. We got the exhaust all back on. Some pretty nice welds right there. So there's the pipes coming out the side of the car. Got the other side done. So that's all back together. All back on. Back up a little bit more here. We got that done. I got to hook up. Now I got to hook everything back up. Get that done. He also rerouted the headlight wiring. It comes down, comes over here. I got to finish that. I got the puke tank mounted last night a little bit. Tonight I'll try to get that bracket finished maybe. But what I'm going to start with is I'm going to prep the last of the subframe connectors where I left them unpainted. until we got them finished welded. So I'm gonna prep those tonight and brush on the KBS paint to match the rest of the floor. It's a satin black, I believe is what I'm using. Alright, we're gonna spray some of this down. Let's see if I can get the lights to work. What's gonna give it the best lighting? Just spray it in there. It ain't gonna hurt it. We're not gonna do this a whole lot because that stuff will go over rust also. Take you over there and let you see what's going on here. Make sure I don't have anything on my gloves. You can see there where it's shiny, and when it dries it'll be like the rest of the floor, the satin. Got a little brush hair in it, but I don't care, it's a street car. So we're going to go ahead and do all of the subframe connectors on both sides, touch up any other area that I missed on the rest of the floor pan, and then I'll show you the finished product here in a little bit. Okay, we got the underneath done, as good as it's going to get. We'll take a quick look. Now remember, this is just brushed on and it's for street driving, but you can see it doesn't lay down too bad. Can't get up in there real good. I'll get a sponge, a 1-inch sponge, foam sponge brush, and finish those areas up a little bit later. But main goal is to get the heavy stuff coated so it can start drying. It'll probably be dry by the time I quit tonight. Got a spot or two on the exhaust. I'll get in trouble by Brandon for that, I'm sure. Maybe a sag or two, a little excess paint. Take our other light off. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to let the car down. So what we did was we tightened that up, and then we're going to make a bracket, cardboard template off the bracket that we need, and then I'll have to find some stainless. May have to get some on Monday because I want the bracket to match. It's a street car. Okay, let's go see what we can find. This is the piece that we just made. You can see the angle. This is where the core support will be. This will be the back of the bracket. Will bend to 90. We'll have something similar to this when it's all said and done. I'd like to do it out of stainless, but it doesn't have to be. It could be aluminum. I just don't want to have to do it out of steel and paint it. So let's go over here. There's some freshly painted pieces that just got done for the 67 Chevelle that we're doing. We're waiting on the street grip kit. It's in the paint shop. We're doing the firewall engine compartment, LS conversion. There's some stuff. My father several years ago went to Lazzie workshop out in California, and that's some of the stuff that they actually make. 33, 34 cal panel, different versions of those with the firewall extension, miniature 32 body, wheel well, body line, a rear window opening. Those are all steel, one piece. And then we have the Lazzie shrinker stretcher, and under that cover there is the bead roller. These are some pretty nice pieces of equipment. We have all the dies, we just only have a few out at the moment. So we'll see what we got over here. This is our steel rack. This was a cluster of a whatever earlier this week. We got the grandson of one of our employees here, Danny. His grandson's here hanging out for the summer working. So looks like that's all aluminum now on that shelf. Tubing. Especially if it's too brittle. Oh yeah, that'll bend. Give us a decent little bracket. So let's see if we can come over here. Let's hold this bracket up and under there and see what we have. Turn our light back on. Can y'all see that? Let's turn this light on too so y'all can maybe see. Let's see, it would be like that. And it'll be on that side. I think we can make that work. Okay, I'm going to clamp this camera back up, come back down here and mark that for the holes again, and then I'm just going to put one single hole in the bottom, and then I can adjust it exactly how I want it in that bracket. So we'll probably mount it like that, flush with the top, locate our hole, and then I have a little bit of movement here to do that. Let's see who's calling. That's Joey. Hello?
You working in the garage too?
Yeah, I'm here at the shop.
Yeah. Hey, who do you know can put this thing back together? I know you are busy.
Who do I know to put your car back together?
Yep. I'm losing patience. Past couple hours. Tying this trim bullshit. I've already told you I don't know what to put shit.
Alright, well, I'll have to think about that because I don't want to recommend somebody that I don't really want to recommend any. I got you on video here.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to recommend anybody, it's I'm trying to think of who would do. I know you need to get it done and you want to get it done quick, but who would do the right work that you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to go have more stainless repaired.
Yeah. What about your buddy Chris, that Rainer guy? He's got a 56.
Yeah. I got to call him in the morning, so I'll mention it to him and see how busy he is. I have one other guy that I can think of.
Yep.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I'm on the spot right at the moment, but let me call you in the morning, and I'll give you a couple of numbers of people to call, and see. Let me visit with Dad in the morning. He's already gone in and probably in bed, and it's only 8:45. I know he's asleep. But I'll visit with him first thing in the morning when I get here, and I'll call you.
All right, man, that'll work.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
See you, bye.
All right, be safe. So, you heard that, or heard most of it. There, you got the light shining off my head. He's trying to get that 56 done and finished for the Tri-Fi Nationals, which is second week of August. And here we are on basically the 10th of June. So he's got a month. No, he doesn't. He has 3 weeks. Be realistic. He's got 3 weeks. And what it is he's not familiar with how the chrome moldings and clips really need to go. When you don't do it every day, it's not complicated, it's just tricky. And he's got fresh paint. He's got a lot of new moldings. A lot of the original moldings also. So he's just frustrated, and he's already put too long a screw in a couple of holes and dented some freshly repaired stainless. That's very expensive. Let's just see how it's looking over here. See, it don't look too bad. I still gotta touch that up, which I can do that later before it comes off the lift, because once it's off the lift, it'll never... It's already dry. It's already dry. It's dry enough I could stay in. If I knew where all the screws were that he took off, I would go ahead and do that and be that far ahead, because we got to run our water meth lines. And I don't know, see, I got nut certs up in there. We use a lot of nut certs here at the shop because they're make everything one man where you can do it. There's the fuel filter. It's got the built-in return, 3/8 stainless line, all bent. Goes up, kind of follows the floor pan, and I did it that way originally because of the old exhaust system that was on it. And the brake line goes down you can see all the holes for the line clamps, and I think it goes up under there. He's got it, yeah, so I gotta make sure that nothing's kinked. But that's where we're laying off, stopping tonight. It's got the single adjustable ride tech shocks in the rear. I might give them a call and try to get some doubles. Not before the power tour. I got enough money tied up in this whole hunk of junk, and tomorrow we will address that issue. I finally got the brass 90, and I'm hoping that that's just that 90 that is seeping some oil and building up right there, which it looks like it is. You can see the residue right there on the finger. Because if that puddle is coming from that aluminum block in the gasket, I won't be happy. All it needs is an O-ring to match the Earls that was on it, but it's got to have the dual outlets. So it's Friday night, and we are stopping. Oh, it's only 9:30. Let's go clean up, go to the house, go clean up. We still got a lockup. That's a 30-minute job getting all these cars in. I got to move everything around, pull that car in tonight. I'll have to push that 55 in just because it came in the fan, something got into the fan and knocked it into the water pump, and we haven't got the fan off yet, so I don't want to start it. But I'll have to push that in, and then I can lock up. All right, so it's what, July the 9th, 9:30, and we're still rocking and rolling on the Shaggin wagon. Power Tour 2021 is just around the corner. All right, y'all have a good night. Go listen to some live music somewhere. Support your local restaurants and music venues. They need it. A lot of them went broke during COVID. See you later. Be safe.